Alright, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh Bahashim Yahushai, Bahashim Rechakadash, and double honors to the apostles and the elders, great most known salutations to all occupied there pushing truth and all truth and sincerity diligently throughout the four corners. Alright, I'm the brother Shamar Moth from Great Most of Miami. Alright, coming to you Aki with another quick lesson through the spirit of power Bahashim Yahushai, Bahashim Rechakadash. Alright, and the title of this lesson is going to be, it's going to be like a meditate on it. Alright, and it's going to be, I believe in miracles. Okay, and that's something that, if you claim to be a believer of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, you claim to believe in the scriptures, that's one thing that you must come to, grips with. Okay, miracles do exist. Alright, miracles have happened and will happen. All right, the fact that we are able to call upon Yahweh Shem Yahushua, the fact that we know that we're Israelites, is a miracle in itself. All right, and there are a lot of individuals out there that claim that miracles never happen and things of that nature. Well, you can obviously see that those individuals do not believe in the scriptures, nor do they believe in the Lord. Okay, now what is a miracle? All right, this is the Etamon Online. The miracle is from mid 12th circa. A wondrous work of God, miracle story of a miracle, miracle play, object of wonder. Okay, marvelous event caused by God. To wonder at, marvel, be astonished. To regard, esteem, wonderful, astonishing, amazing. Okay, to laugh, to smile, laugh, smiling, to laugh. Okay, something that exists is something that excites, wonder or astonishment, extraordinary or remarkable feat without regard to divine or supernatural power. All right, wonder, power. Okay, so that's what a miracle is. All right, a miracle is a wondrous work of God. Okay, something that no one would expect to happen. All right, and from that wondrous work of God, from that miracle, it produces smiles, and that's something that, again, like the title, I believe in miracles. I believe the Lord will continue to, show miracles. Okay, and to and for the elect, and Lord's will I be part of that number. Okay, why do I, have that, mindset? Lord's will continue to keep that mindset within me. But because, when you read throughout the scriptures, you find miracles all throughout the scriptures. And of course, the scriptures also tell us in Romans the 14th chapter, let me get that real quick. In verse 5, it says, one man esteemeth one day above another esteemeth every day alike. Let every man be fully persuaded in his own mind. Okay? Now, the reason why I believe that is, again, through the spirit of power, Yahweh Shem Yahushua, the Lord has poured His spirit upon me to believe in miracles. That's one. And two is because throughout the scriptures, all I see is miracles, and I for one, have experienced the Lord's miraculous works. And one of them being the fact that I know that I'm an Israelite. Okay, I know who my power is. Okay, before the Lord had opened my eyes, I was lost in this dark world. All right, and the fact that the Lord awakened, my spirit, I am, immensely grateful and thankful to Yahweh Shem Shai. But of course, it was a miracle. All right, I've been sick. All right, and had hands laid on me, and within matter of hours and days was healed. Okay, that was a miracle. All right, I've been in accidents where I've walked away unscathed. through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shema Shai. That was a miracle. All right. Okay. I've seen brothers healed who had, ailments that, could have possibly taken them out. And here they are today standing as strong as possible. That was a miracle. All right. So just, through what the Lord has showed us through the scriptures and what, I've experienced in my day to day through the spirit of power Yahbashim Al Shai has led me to the point where I am fully persuaded that miracles exist. And I believe that Yahbashim Al Shai will perform miracles to those who believe. And the Lord's will, again, I am part of that number, and the Lord keeps his spirit upon me. All right. Now, I wanted to bring out this Romans 15 in the 4th verse because it says what? For whatsoever things are written aforetime were written for our learning, that we through patience and comfort through the scriptures, Salaki, that we through patience and comfort of the scriptures might have hope. Okay? Now what is hope? Expectation. Okay? Now, again, throughout the scriptures, the Lord has, taken our forefathers through different routes, all right, where he has performed miracles for our forefathers. And those miracles that are now written throughout the scriptures, I should say, are left to us as, all right, as examples, okay, as a comfort for us to learn today to rely and trust on the Lord, because as our forefathers, okay, have relied and trust on the Lord and had faith in Yahweh Shema Shai, miracles were performed for them by Yahweh Shema Shai. All right, through their suffering. Okay, so here it is today through our patience. All right, we gonna have comfort through the scriptures and have hope that the Lord will perform, said miracles for us, and if not more miracles for us. Lord's will we be part of that elect. Okay. Now, what is one of those miracles? Now, when you go to the book of Isaiah, the 37th chapter, and I believe in 2 Kings, if I'm not mistaken, let's check the cross reference real quick. Yep, 2 Kings 19 and 2 Chronicles. Okay. But I believe, 2 Chronicles. Yep, 2 Chronicles and 2 Kings and Isaiah all linked together. All right, what had happened? Okay. The Assyrians, which were our enemies at the moment, came against King Hezekiah and the nation of Israel, predominantly Judah, if I'm not mistaken. All right, and spoke both, blasphemies and boastfully against our power and against our nation, man. Okay, and threatened to basically take us out. Now, did the Lord allow that to happen? No. What did the Lord do? The Lord performed a miracle at that time. And the miracle was, in the way of destroying 140 to like 100, four score, 20, 40, 60, 80, 185,000 Assyrians in one night. So I'm going to just get straight to the point. Isaiah 37 and 36. Then the angel of the Lord Yahweh went forth and smote in the camp of the Assyrians 800 and fourscore and 5,000. And when they arose in the morning, behold, they were all corpse. So Sennacherib, king of Assyria, departed and went and returned and dwelled at Nineveh. Okay? So the Lord performed a miracle, okay, on our behalf and delivered us out of the hand of the Assyrians at that moment. It's the same way Yahweh Shema Shai has promised to perform the miracle of lifting up the standard in these times. Does not the scripture say, let's just get it real quick. Isaiah 59, right? 19. Does not the scriptures tell us straight up? So Isaiah 59:19. So shall they fear the name of the Lord Yahweh from the west, and his glory from the rising of the sun. When the enemy shall come in like a flood, the spirit of the Lord Yahweh shall lift up a standard against them. And when you go into the word standard, right? Just go into the word standard. To flee, escape, to flee, to escape, to take flight, depart, disappear, to fly, to the attack on horseback. All right, so the Lord is going to lift up a standard on our behalf. That's where we are part of that elect. Whether the Lord gets us out the way or whether the Lord bestows power upon us to defend ourselves in those days. Okay? And in both instances, it's going to be a miracle. Okay? Because the scriptures tell us how these devils are going to come down with great wrath because they know it that they have but a short time. So for the Lord, Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, to get us out the way of that, or to to protect us from that, will be a miracle. All right, whether you believe it or not. Okay, just like how the Lord delivered us and protected us. All right, from the hands of the Assyrians, that was a miracle. All right, another instance of a miracle. So when you read the book of Daniel, the 3rd chapter, how when the 3 holy children was delivered from the fiery furnace. Let me get straight to the point. This is Daniel 3:23. And these 3 men, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, fell down bound into the midst of the burning fiery furnace. Then Nebuchadnezzar, the king of was astonished. He was astonished. He was astonished. Okay? Be astonished. That's one of the definitions for the word miracle. Nebuchadnezzar was astonished because he had thought that these three men, okay, the 3 holy children, he thought that they would have, that would have been their bitter end, so to say. That would have been their end, being cast into the burning fiery furnace, but not according to the Lord. And when Nebuchadnezzar saw that Yahweh Bashim Yahushai had performed a miracle on the behalf of Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego by doing what? By sending by sending Yahushai, if you can receive it, okay, to deliver them out of the fire. Nebuchadnezzar was astonished because he had witnessed a miracle being performed. All right. Then Nebuchadnezzar, the king was astonished and rose up in haste and spake and said unto his counselors, did not we cast 3 men bound into the midst of the fire? They answered and said unto the king, true, O king. He answered and said, lo, I see 4 men loose walking in the midst of the fire, and they have no hurt, and the form of the 4th is like the Son of God. Okay? So a miracle was performed. The Heavenly Father had sent the Lord and Savior, Yahushua, if you could receive it, okay, to protect and deliver Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego out of the burning fiery furnace. That was a miracle, okay? That's why the scriptures tell us, what was that? I believe Isaiah 43. Yep. Isaiah 43 and verse 1. It says, but now thus saith the Lord Yahweh that created thee, O Jacob, and he that formed thee, O Israel, fear not, for I have redeemed thee. I have called thee by thy name, thou art mine. When thou passest through the waters, I will be with thee, and through the rivers, uh, they shall not overflow thee. When thou walkest through the fire, thou shalt not be burned, neither shall the flame kindle upon thee. All right. In the same way, how the Lord delivers Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego out of the burning furnace, fiery furnace, is the same way the Lord is going to deliver us. Okay, out of the lake of fire, Lord, is what we are part of that number, which also will be a miracle. That's why the scriptures tell you in Wisdom of Solomon, the 5th chapter, that it speaks about the strangeness of the salvation. So far, nothing that they looked for. Why? Because it was a miracle. It is a miracle that the Lord is. It is a miracle that the Lord is going to be able to deliver us. Not be able to. That the Lord is going to deliver us. Okay, these people are going to see Roswell again. We are part of that number. They are going to see us literally get translated and beamed up out of the fire that's going to engulf this place that they stand in, and we're not going to be touched by the fire. That is a miracle. So I believe in that, man, and you should too. And for those who say they don't believe in that, well, guess what? You will not be defended. Okay? A standard will not be lifted up for you. You will not be dragged out of the fire. All right? You will be starved because that is another miracle the Lord is going to perform. All right? When everybody out here is starving, the Lord is going to keep his elect. He's going to provide us with food. That is a miracle, man. Just how when we left Egypt, the Lord fed us with bread from heaven. John 6:31. He says, our fathers did eat manna in the desert, as it is written, he gave them bread from heaven to eat. Okay? As you look at the cross reference, Exodus 16:4. We'll read that real quick. Get straight to the point. Verse 8, Exodus 16:8. And Moses said, this shall be when the Lord shall give you in the evening flesh to eat, and in the morning bread to be to the full, for for that the Lord Yahweh heareth your murmurings which ye murmur against him. And what are we? Your murmurings are not against us, but against the Lord Yahweh. All right. Let's see. Just want to get to the point. Verse 15. Let's get to verse 15. All right. It says, and when the children of Israel saw it, they said one to another, it is manna, for they wist not what it was. And Moses said unto them, this is the bread which the Lord Yahweh hath given thee, given you to eat. All right, so the Lord had provided angels bread for us to eat when we was in the wilderness. Miraculous thing, man. It just came out of the heavens for us, out of the chariots, right? Same way when the Lord provided us quail to eat. It would seem that the quail came out of nowhere. Same way how the Lord provided us water to drink out of the flint. It would to seem to an average Joe that it came out of nowhere. Just how the Lord fed Elijah with the ravens, it would have seemed that the raven just knew out of nowhere to just fly directly to Elijah with the bread, with the meat, with the food. Same way how the Lord kept the cruse of the widowed woman filled to the end of the dearth. It was a miracle. Just like how Yahweh Shai multiplied the bread and the fish. That was a miracle. Okay? These things, I would say this all humbly, I believe in. And I believe the Lord will perform miracles for his elect. Lord's why I'm part of that number, man. Okay? And all these things are written within the scriptures for us to be built up in the spirit to believe that these things exist. Because you must believe it. If not, you will not be, you will not take part of it, man. Okay? Lastly, another form of miracle is healing, man. Again, I one have witnessed it. You know, I've did a lesson on it as well. I've had my own two sons lay their hands on me when I thought, the sickness that I was going through. I honestly felt like I was at the point that I was going to give up the ghost. And to see how both of them in their youth, believing in the Lord, laid their hands on me and prayed for me, and within a matter of one night's rest, waking up the next morning supercharged, that was a miracle, man. Again, to see a man near and dear to me, a brother, all right, go through an infirmity that was life threatening, and for a body of elders and brothers to lay hands on him, and to see him standing in his full strength right now, that was a miracle, man. Okay? And even how we are healed in our spirit, man, is a miracle. And the Lord is going to continue to perform miracles, man. All right? Let me read this and I'll close out. It's the book of Mark, chapter 50, chapter 5, verse 36. As soon as Yahushua heard the word that was spoken, he said unto the ruler of the synagogue, be not afraid, only believe. And that's what we must do. We must only believe. I believe in miracles. Okay? We must only believe in miracles, man, through Yahweh Shem Shai. All right? And he suffered no man to follow him, save Peter and James and John, the brother of James. And he cometh to the house of the ruler of the synagogue, and seeth the tumult, and them that wept and wailed greatly. Let's jump to the point. Okay. And he, verse 41, and he took the damsel by the hand and said unto her, Talitha, Cumi, which is being interpreted, damsel, I say unto thee, arise. And straightway, something that nobody would be able to, nobody would be able to expect. They didn't expect that. That was a work of God. And straightway the damsel rose and walked, for she was of the age of 12 years, and they were astonished with a great astonishment. Astonished, to be astonished. Why were they astonished to a great astonishment? Because they witnessed a miracle. Okay? And he charged them straitly that no man should know it, and commanded that something should be given her to eat. And I guarantee you, it went from what? They went from weeping and wailing to what? Smiling and laughing. They were smiling after that to see this young woman, all right, that was supposedly dead be restored of life through this miracle. They were ecstatic. They were happy. They were elated, man. And that's what miracles do, man. Okay? So I believe in miracles. Now the question is to you brothers and you few sisters, do you believe in miracles? All right? Meditate on that. And always, like I tell brothers down here, it'd be the little things, but the brother lawyer had to correct me through the spirit to tell me even the little things are major things. Now think about all of the major things the Lord have done for you in your life, all right? That was an astonishment to you, man. Okay? Those were miracles. All right? Add that to the bucket of, of faith. Mix that in along with what you see in the scriptures and along with what you see around you. And believe. Because the Lord is not going to just stop performing miracles. He's going to continue to perform miracles all the way to our salvation, to our deliverance, okay? So with that, shalom.